Hello Pisces, and welcome to your mid-month reading for March 2023. Spirit, let's see what's up for Pisces for the remainder of March. What are things looking like in the latter half of the month, right? Oh my gosh, we're going to be in April before we know it. Oh yeah, that's right. So let's see how we're rounding out this month. What do we got? Ooh, whoa! This is some crazy energy. Check this out. First up, we have the Chariot. Then we have the Emperor. And then we have Judgment. We got some serious majors going on here. Okay, let's talk about this. So, first up with the Chariot. So this is you in the middle of the month. And the Chariot, this is a really forward-moving energy. It says, let's get going, let's move, let's get shaking and grooving, okay? So things are really moving forward, and it's usually a pretty fast energy. I'm feeling like, okay, how do I put, we'll see what comes out in the Oracle cards too, but it kind of feels like you're trying to rein the horses in, right? Chariot's about, like, well, it's two sphinxes, but two horses, two beasts, right? Driving a chariot forward. And it's trying to maintain control and keep things on course, but also to keep things in check so that things aren't moving too quickly, right? I feel there's a lot of forward movement for Pisces coming up. And this is just where things are really starting to ramp up. And what I see through to the end of the month is the Emperor, okay? So this is the energy of leadership, right? It's bossing up, it's taking charge and taking control of whatever this is. That's why I'm saying it feels like there's a need to kind of slow things down a little bit. Getting that between this Emperor card and the Judgment card, we'll talk about that one in a minute. But with the Emperor, this is, like I said, this is taking charge and ensuring that however things are moving forward, you've got, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you've got a handle on things, but you're the one steering the ship kind of thing, is the energy I'm getting with that. And then once we get to the end of March, this is when the Judgment card energy kicks in. And the Judgment card, it's what I call, it's my aha moment, right? It's a call to action. Quite often it's very, it can be a spiritual type of thing, a spiritual calling, but overall it's basically a big life aha moment. So even if you aren't on a huge spiritual path, it doesn't matter. This is a big event in life where the light bulb goes on, maybe more than one light bulb. Things are really coming to light. Sometimes this is a card of reconciliation as well. So it's looking back and taking stock. When that idea comes, when that spark happens, right? You go, okay, I see where this could go. I understand what I'm really being compelled to do. I'm like the universe is pushing you in a direction that you're trying to keep a handle on. You see how all of these cards, the energy of the cards are all working together, right? So let's get our Oracle cards and get a little clarification as to what the energy is. We're gonna pull the story together a little bit, right? So let's see, one more. What do we got? Oh, geez, yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. Holy crap. Okay. This is some really intense energy and it's really good. And I see where these things are coming from. I'm curious to see what comes up in the extended. Okay, so let's talk about this Chariot card. The Oracle card that came out under it is South Node, and it says, don't let your past hold you back. What did I talk about with the Chariot? You're holding that back, right? And it has nothing to do with not wanting to move forward or unsure or whatever. Like, you see that this thing is moving. You see that it's going to go. You see that it's going to, if it's not already gaining momentum, it's going to. I think it is, because that's why you're kind of trying to hold back a little bit. But it's a push and pull energy because there's something from the past that is making you pull the reins in. There's a little bit of worry. There's a little bit of like old residual bullshit from the past that's making you really want to hold back a little bit. What I'm seeing is like, you don't need to. If you feel the need to pull this back because of something that happened in the past, something that didn't go well, something that didn't work out, something that upset you, something that like plans were thwarted, anything like that, here's what you need to remember. Now is not the past, right? Just because something has happened once, even twice, even 3 times, it doesn't mean that's always going to happen. And with this kind of energy, with all of these cards, it's really forward moving, especially with that Judgment card by the end of the month. I think that's when you're going to really feel that it's okay to let go, loosen the reins and let those horses gallop forward. When we look at the card that came out under the Emperor, we have New Moon in Taurus. It's prosperity lies ahead. So prosperity comes in many forms, right? It doesn't have to be money and investments and all that kind of stuff. It can be you are prosperous in love. You are prosperous in friendships. You're prosperous in relationships. You're prosperous in fame. You're prosperous in many ways, right? In love, whatever it is. I'm feeling like it's very much a monetary thing. First off, it's Taurus. And second, it's coming out under the Emperor. This is leadership, right? It's leadership, it's stability. It's building a foundation and it's moving forward. Feels very businessy, career-y kind of stuff. If that doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Take it to fit your situation. If it doesn't fit at all, check your moon and rising sign readings, right? Point is that you've got some good stuff coming towards you, right? But you have to loosen up the reins and let those horses go. Then when we look at the card that comes under the Judgment card, we have Waxing Moon, and it's the energy is gaining momentum. It's a Chariot. Once you let go, then things are going to move. But I think you're probably not going to have that comfort level of loosening up the reins until you face this thing from the past. And once you have dealt with that and you put it aside and allow the new to come in, that's when you're going to see things move. And I think that's what's going to happen at the end of the month. There we go. What do I want to do? I want to get you an advice card. Oh, do I want a different deck? No, you know what? We're going to go with this one. We're going with the Moonology because I can. Now, your advice card is New Moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. If this is something that is of a humanitarian kind of aspect, and remember I was saying that Judgment card, the light bulbs, the aha moments, all that kind of stuff, the call to actions tend to be spiritual. If that's true, double down this energy for you, because this is what it's saying. Bring love into this situation is, it's not about romantic love and stuff like that. I mean, it could be, but this is about love of humanity. Because it's New Moon in Aquarius, Aquarians, there are humanitarians, right? That's why it's saying if any of this is of a humanitarian nature, this is good stuff. And you need to remember that, especially if you are kind of sitting in that more, that earthy, grounded, practical energy. Don't forget that, yeah, you know what? It's good to be in charge and you're good at what you do and all that stuff. And yeah, there's some prosperity and money might be coming in and everything. But underlying energy is saying, because this is an advice card, remember all the good that this is going to do for others as well. So you need to remember that as you're going through the remainder of the month. Okay, we're going to leave it there. So lovely reading. I think it's great. So drop me a comment and let me know what this is about, because I'm very curious, because what am I? I'm a Pisces moon, and I have my own sort of humanitarian project going on too. So there you go. Let's trade stories, shall we? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So until I see you again, I'm wishing you much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Pisces. Bye.